No. No way, I'm not gonna take it.
Take it easy. I know you're concerned with where Carlotta got the money, but it doesn't...
That bail was set at $1 million. What, did the $100,000 appear in thin air? Because my mother sure as hell didn't have it.
Antonio, it's done.
Well, then undo it. Because I don't care where she got the money, I'm not gonna take it.
Listen, Vega, as your lawyer, I'm telling you.
Don't tell me
money
a
and you...
thing. You're my lawyer. She's my mother.
Nora, could I just have Antonio for a second?
You can have him for as long as you like. I got some business with the court clerk. I'll see you upstairs.
Thanks. Now, are you going to calm down and listen to what I have to say? Antonio, the only thing that matters here is you getting free. And to do that, we've got to win this trial. Now, we have a much better chance of that if you're out on bail helping Nora with your defense.
I want to be out, but I'm not gonna let my mother go begging
I don't know
for
how
money.
she got the money. The smart thing to do would be to take it. Be grateful. Because right now, you're gonna need all the help you can get. Well,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Tard.
Tina, hi.
Oh, well, that...
Sorry.
That was easy.
What was?
Well, I was just coming to look for you. Oh, my, you can't be mad at me. I haven't been in town long enough. This must be about Asa. All right, what's the old coot done now?
What do you mean, what has he done? He's holding this meeting to get his job back. Tina, that's what he's done. I'm sorry, I've got to get to the office.
Oh, wait, just like that?
Yeah, just like that. He's called this meeting. I got to be there. I'm
He
CEO.
expects to take this job away from you just like that.
No, Tina, he expects to take his job back.
Wait
That's
a
what he
minute,
wants.
Cord. You drop everything to take over for him, and you put your whole life on hold to run Buchanan Enterprises, and now that you've done just such a great job, your in-great-grandfather rewards you with what, unemployment? Or wait, is he being generous and giving you a pat on the head and a demotion? Unreal.
How are you planning to calm me down, Tina, if you're more upset about this than I am?
Fine. What are you going to say to the board?
I don't know. I mean, Asa is the one who called this whole thing. This is a battle that I have no desire to fight, Tina. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, let's look what you've done there. You've beat off Carlo Hesser. You've saved the company there. You beat Dorian's efforts from trying to sink the company. Your reputation is made. Look, I know you're going to be wonderful, whatever decision you decide to make. Just don't let them push you around. You've got unlimited options.
Thank you, Tina, for taking the time off to be here to help me through all this. I really appreciate it, I do.
You just need a good sounding board.
You got one for sale?
For you, I'm giving it away.
How about walking me to the office, then?
You got it.
Professor Thornhart. Oh, I'm really glad I found you. God.
Oh, and how are you, man?
Well, can I buy you a cup of coffee? I want to get your advice on my term paper.
Oh, well, thanks for asking, but I can't today. I'm meeting my fiancé. Ooh, congratulations there, sir. First time I said that, fiancé.
Congratulations yourself.
Thanks. She's finishing her medical boards right now. But tomorrow I'll be in the office all morning, so if I can help you then...
That's fine. Great news. Listen.
Cheers.
Congratulations again.
Okay. Margaret, you're early. Is that good or is that bad?
when I finished first, because it either means that I skipped a whole page of questions, or that my adrenaline was running way too fast, or that I'm a genius.
And you hate that, being a genius.
No, that part I could live with. It's just... I don't want to jinx myself. But I think it went really, really well.
That's my fiancée, Dr. Margaret Seabrook.
Well, let's not jump ahead here. I mean, I am your fiancé. That much is true. But, well, it's going to be quite a while before I know for sure that I did well.
All right, but it wasn't totally excruciating or agonizingly awful.
It was hard. But after we said those vows to each other, nothing will ever be totally awful or agonizing or excruciating ever again. In fact, I'm beginning to think anything can happen. Everything good.
And it will.
I didn't know what I was going to do. There aren't words to thank you enough.
Now, don't give it a thought.
No, I don't dare think about what would have happened to Antonio if you hadn't paid Antonio's bail.
You don't have to think about it.
And I'm going to have Nora draw up an agreement putting the diner up
Carlotta.
as collateral against the bail money.
No,
And you're going to get every penny back, including
want,
interest.
I don't want any.
But you
I
think
don't
it'd be
want
so
any
much?
interest, I said. And I don't want you risking the diner. I'm just glad I was able to help.
I know how bad things look for Antonio, but many people who have that kind of money would not have risked it. But he told me that he did not murder Carlo Hessa, and I believe him. I know it's not that he hasn't made mistakes in his life. He's made many mistakes. But I believe him, and I know that he wouldn't lie to me about this.
I hope you're right. I know you're right. I know it.
Hey, Clint.
Oh, hi, Nora.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm okay. How's Antonio doing?
Well, he's not very pleased about the fact that you put up bail. He knows that you've gone into debt, and he's certainly not happy about that.
I don't know how I raised a son so full of pride. I don't know where he gets it.
Me either. I can't imagine. Look, I understand his, and I admire him for wanting to protect his mother. But at the same time, I hope you're able to convince him to accept the bail.
I wouldn't count on it. He's been stubborn as a mule all his life. Why would he change now?
Oh, my goodness. I had no idea that you were going to get here this soon. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me introduce you to my friend. This is Clint Buchanan, and this is Nora Buchanan, Antonio's attorney.
Taya Delgado.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet both of you.
My pleasure.
But, wait a second. Are you Abuelita's granddaughter, the lawyer?
Yes.
Oh.
Although I hope she didn't brag about me too much. She's proud, but it can be embarrassing sometimes.
Well, I say enjoy it.
I should do that.
So what brings you to town? Were you just visiting?
Not exactly. Carlotta asked me to come help with Antonio's case.
This is family business. You should stay clear of it. Look, I know there are only two ways my mother could have gotten that money, and both are demeaning. Either she went begging to Dorian Lord, or she went begging to Clint Buchanan, and I'm not going to let her do it.
You can't do that. For one, it's already done.
Then let her give it back.
For another, who do you think we're talking about here? Some frightened woman without a mind of her own?
Look, I don't have to take that money.
Yet you're so tough.
You know what, Harrison? Get off my case.
I'm on it whether we like it or not, and so is your mother. You've got a defense to prepare here. And the only way you're going to do that effectively is if you're out on bail. This isn't just about Carlotta. You're in a lot of trouble here. Now, there are a whole lot of people who want to help you out. But if you're going to be this crazy about your mother trying to raise your bail, what are you going to do when other people try to help you out?
What are you asking me?
I'm not asking you anything. I'm telling you. You're looking at a lifetime in prison. You gotta choose. Either you can fight for your freedom, or you can go down because your pride wouldn't let you take the help that you need.
I'm telling you, your son and your daughter were arguing about which games allow you to kill more people.
And they just unloaded those games from the internet.
Yes, I was surprised I was able to erase them all.
Destroy all computers, I say.
There you go. Unless, of course, you can get him to do everything you want him to.
How are you?
Fine, how are you guys?
So, where's Clint?
He's still at the courthouse. He has a few more things to take care of, but he did fill me in. Leave it to the old man to try to force a showdown with you after you bailed him out.
Oh, I'm telling you, I hate this whole thing. Yeah, I never would have taken this job. The only reason I took it is because I thought it was my way of keeping the company and the family.
Well, you had to, Cord. Carlo Hesser was doing everything he could to destroy the company, and everything that went wrong, Asa was blamed for it. We're all grateful you took control.
I appreciate that, Bo. But look, that was last year. Now, Asa wants to step in. He wants to stand at the helm again, you know? I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do about that.
Well, for what it's worth, I've been on the phone for the past hour, and I think that you do have the votes to retain your position as CEO. Everybody's very happy with the way you handled that whole Dorian situation. They're more than happy that you were able to get all their money back for them.
What did I do? I mean, I just did my job. I didn't do anything incredible. I did what I was supposed to do.
Cord, you did better than that.
You know, I could speak to Asa, try to talk him into assuming a more cooperative position, you know, like a consultant or an advisor.
Oh, we both know Asa. You know, he's an all-or-nothing type of machine, right?
The back seat is not the view Asa could stand.
No, I'm telling you, look, if the board votes him down here, it's quite possible he's going to start up a rival corporation just to come at us, you know, out of spite.
Excuse me, Mr. Roberts, the delegation from the board is here.
Thank you very much. Okay, they're here. Now what? Where's Asa? I mean, he called this show, right?
I don't know. Maybe he decided that this showdown wasn't as good an idea as he thought it was.
Yo, I hope your aim is better with an IV needle, Doctor.
Whoa, ceasefire, ceasefire. You crazy?
I didn't see you, Mr. Buchanan. I'm sorry.
Oh, Marty, if your friend here didn't see me, get him a C&I dog.
Ooh, you're in a good mood today.
Me? No. I'm so mad I could spit nails. But I'm primed for a fight. I love a good fight.
Well, you seem up for the challenge.
Yes, I do. I feel good ever since we gave that scum Carlo Hess that bizarre Bon Voyage party. Just knowing somebody had the guts to blow his brains out makes you think that maybe there is a God. Which reminds me, Patrick, I never gave you a proper thank you.
For what?
For what? For helping Bo defuse that bomb at the Palace Hotel. You saved my life.
And mine and plenty others.
I want you to know it was appreciated. You were a stranger in town then. Now you become a fixture. Plan on staying?
Definitely. Everything in my life is right here in Landian.
I used to know what that felt like. Well, it's good you know what you want. Now your job is to make sure no one takes it from you.
You didn't tell Mrs. Buchanan I was coming?
Oh, I am so sorry. Everything happened in such a rush. I really didn't get the chance. And I really didn't expect her to get here this soon.
Well, I moved my schedule around since it sounded like the case against Antonio is so strong.
I'm sorry, Carlotta, excuse me. I'm a little confused. Did you hire Miss Delgado to represent Antonio?
Oh, no one hired Thea. You see, she works for a law firm in New York, and she has a good job there. It's just, Abuelita was just so worried that we thought it would be helpful if she could be here to help explain things to her in Spanish if necessary.
Abuelita isn't very fluent in English, especially when it comes to the law.
Could I talk to you for a minute, please?
Excuse us.
There's really no easy way to say this, so I guess I'm just going to say it. A while back, I asked you if you know where your son was, and you lied to me.
Nora, he was supposed to be gone from where he was, and besides, he's my son.
Okay, well, the point is, you'd never lied to me before. And now this lawyer shows up here, and you tell me...
I swear to you that I was going to tell you about Thea today. She wasn't supposed to get here before the weekend. And she is not going to represent Antonio. You are. Abuelita just wanted her here to help explain things.
Well, I assure you, Carlotta, that I would have done everything to make things clear to you and Abuelita. But if having Thea here makes you feel better, then that's fine. I will keep her posted. I will keep her up to date.
Thank you so much.
If you'll excuse me, I have to file a brief in another courtroom. Excuse me.
Oh, could I walk along with you? We could talk on the way.
Come on along. You shouldn't be too long. Hopefully by the time I get back, Antonio has come to his senses.
You know, I hate to run off on you like this, but I'm supposed to be at a meeting at Buchanan Enterprise.
Oh, please don't apologize, Clint. You know, I'm very deeply grateful for everything that you've done. And you know that I would never have asked you for such a favor if I just didn't have anyone else to turn to.
Carlotta, look. I'd do anything for you and your family. And I just hope that Antonio isn't so proud that he refuses to accept the bail.
So, Antonio. Oh, you're free?
No, Mommy. Freedom is a long way off.
Mijo, you can't refuse Clint's generosity.
I'm not. It's okay. Thank you, Mr. Buchanan.
You're welcome, Mr. Vega. I'm glad you're out of the break.
I do have to be honest with you.
I know. You hate having your mother borrow the money from me.
From anyone. But I do have a better chance of beating this rap from the outside. I will tell you this, though. I'm going to pay you back every cent, with interest.
I just went through this with your mother. I refuse to accept any interest.
Oh. And why would you do that?
Why? Because it's the right thing to do. It isn't charity. It's just the right thing to do. And I really do wish you well.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Well, you are going to have to excuse me. I really do have to go.
Thank you again, Clint.
Thanks, Clint. Right.
Y gracias, mijo.
For what?
For not being bullheaded and refusing Clint's offer.
Now, why would I do that? That would be stupid and ungrateful.
Ay, qué inteligente y guapo también.
Gracias, Mommy.
Well, you two, I've got to hustle back to the office. You know something? I'm real glad I ran into you two. Thinking about Hester and what he's trying to do to me is going to give me the energy I need to get through that board meeting.
Well, I'm glad to be of service. To be honest with you, I'm happy myself that Poseidon is dead and gone. Gives me a little bit of energy. Actually, if things keep going that way, I might just start believing in happy endings.
That's good, Patrick. That's good. Well, I have kept my board of directors waiting long enough. I'm going to reward them with my presence. Hope to see you two soon.
Bye.
So long.
You know, I might start believing happy endings, too, if I pass this board exam. No, actually, no matter what happens, good or bad, I'm so glad it's over.
Mm-hmm. Did you have the penny I gave you with you? Well, then you passed.
I meant what I said yesterday. I'll never be without it again.
I'll never be without you again.
Yes, sir. Oh, all these people?
I'm just getting started.
Yeah. What's next?
What, in front of all these people?
Yeah.
I'll marry you. In front of the whole bloody world.
So what are we supposed to do now? Do we wait for Ace and Clint, huh?
You know, Cord, you could take advantage of Pa not being here. You could talk to these delegates on your own.
No, absolutely not. So at a later date, Asa can come back at me saying that I was trying to pull a fast one behind his back? No, forget it. Whenever I make my decision, whatever that decision may be, I want to make sure that everybody's here, all the cards are on the table.
Got integrity, Cord, and that's one of the reasons you get my vote. Listen, if you want, I'm going to go out there, see if I can stall those people, okay?
Thank you, Bo. I would appreciate that.
All right. Would you sit down?
Oh, no, I'm too nervous.
Okay, well, you're making me nervous. Why, come here. Sit down, okay? Just sit.
All right, it's fine.
Ah, deep breath. Okay.
Oh, take it easy.
You're a mess.
Oh, thank you, Tina. I feel so much better now.
You know, this is all a result of inner conflict.
Oh, God.
Your whole body is just in combat against itself. And I ought to know because I'm the master of war of the self.
No kidding, Tina. I was on the front line of that one for about 10 years. So ironic, you know, last year you were right here. I mean, you didn't know what to do with your life. You didn't know what you wanted in the world. Now think about it. You got this great job. You love it, you know. You got your life. You're in control of it.
That's right. Most days.
Yeah, now I'm the one who's all messed up.
Well, you can get rid of that mess in 2 seconds.
How? Tina, I really don't see how.
Just follow your heart.
Thank you, Mary Poppins. No offense, Tina, but I don't know how I can follow anything when I got my back up against the wall like this.
You just wait for the right moment, and when it comes, you'll know it.
Cord, these folks are chomping at the bit. With or without Asa, they're ready to settle the future of this company right now.
Have a seat. Thank you. We've got some very important decisions to make here today, so I thought we might as well be comfortable.
Yes, the board was quite surprised to get Asa's call.
We had no warning, you know, but we were able to contact the entire board and pull them.
Mr. West and I have been authorized to act on their behalf.
Thank you. You know Clint, don't you, Clint? You know Lilith?
Lilith?
Good to see you,
Albert?
Clint. Good to see you again. Sorry I'm late. Where's Paul?
Here yet.
Well, I don't think we should keep waiting. Let's get this over with, shall we?
What we mean is, although the board has been concerned with Buchanan Enterprises' recent troubles, we see no reason to doubt Mr. Roberts' leadership. We hope you'll remain in place.
Well, I'm very grateful for all of your support. It has been a very difficult year, to say the least.
Well, we've been concerned about the problems brought on by the assistants that you hired.
A corporate saboteur is alarming under any circumstances, but we've been quite anxious that that situation be handled swiftly and effectively, and we are satisfied. To be perfectly frank, we are more impressed than ever, Mr. Roberts.
And along those same lines, we would be reluctant to hand the reins of power back to Asa Buchanan.
Is that a fact?
Well, we did have to replace him last year, and he has shown some rather dubious judgment of late.
Such as?
Well, feigning madness, for one thing.
His vendetta against Carlo Hesser was very dangerous for the company and quite possibly illegal.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I feel like I need to say something on my grandfather's behalf. I'm getting the impression that the board has already judged him. And if that's the case, I hope it's not too late to point out a few major details. First and foremost, the fact that Asa Buchanan built this company from the ground up by himself. None of us would be sitting here discussing anything if it weren't for Asa and his efforts. This company has been and will always be his life. When Asa stepped down, it's because Carlo Hesser was coming at this company with everything that he had. So Asa did step back for the greater good of the company. And then he goes after Carlo on a personal level, which distracted Carlo enough to get him to leave the company alone. I'm sorry, you know, I see those as the actions of a very lucid, very creative man.
Well, carrying a personal grudge isn't exactly the same thing as running a major corporation.
True. When I took over this company, I agree. Asa was very distracted. But the fact is, the object of that distraction, namely Carlo Hesser, is now gone. And if you're asking for my personal opinion, I've got to tell you there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that Asa is completely capable of resuming leadership of this company.
Don't you think that the strain of the last year has exacted a toll?
I'm sorry, quite to the contrary. I think that Asa is now stronger, wiser, and more aggressive, more capable than I've seen him in years.
We have no evidence of that.
Why don't you let me be your evidence, then? You say you trust me to run this company? Then please, trust my evaluation of my grandfather. I find him completely competent and capable.
We have a very serious decision to make here.
I agree. That's why I hope you make it very, very carefully.
Cordero, you have got more guts and integrity than I ever gave you credit for. You want this company, boy? It's yours.
You're going to come home with me, and I'm going to fix you a real meal. You too. Can you come, Andy?
I'd love to, but I've got to get back to the station.
It's defeating every tenet of our legal system.
Change.
No, once mutual becomes
fighting already.
Sounds like lottery coming up on the prosecution.
Just to prove game, but you just...
Antonio, well, I guess you decided to accept bail.
Well, Andy had me see that to do otherwise would be to...
Shoot yourself in the foot, cut your nose off to spite your face. Stupid.
All of the above.
Well, we got a lot of work to do, and we got to do it fast.
Carlotta, I have to tell you, from what I can tell so far, this case is no walk in the park.
What's this got to do with you? Nora's my attorney.
What's the matter, Antonio? You can't tell friend from foe? Maybe that's why you're always in trouble.
Excuse me, but you don't know me, so don't tell me why. Wait a minute.
You really don't recognize me? It's been that long?
Oh, my God. There.
See Tuesday. What, you people don't know it's not polite to stare?
Hey, so what are you...
What? I meant what I said. You've earned the right to run this company. I will not fight you for the top job. It would not be fair.
Hey, so you may never believe this, but your good opinion means the world to me. I'm sure there's not a person in this room who would disagree with me if I told you that Buchanan Enterprises has always been and always will be one man. Asa.
I thank you for that, Cordero. You boys agree?
Boy, no doubt about it. Cor's right. You know, we're not as dumb as we look right now. You're always able to outsmart us whenever you have a mind to.
Clint?
Well, we're all very proud and grateful to Cord for his leadership, but if he wants to step down, of course we'll back you, Paul.
Lilith? Albert? So be it. Ace Buchanan is back at the helm. The board has already agreed to follow wherever we lead.
And congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Asa.
And thank you.
And thank you, gentlemen, for your valuable input.
Is this what you want?
And what are you doing here?
Your manners are as excellent as always.
Tonio. Andy. This is Abuelita's granddaughter, Thea Delgado, Detective Andy Harrison.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thea and Antonio used to play as children.
Not exactly. Jose, my brother, and Antonio were friends. I used to try to get them to let me hang out with them. And when they wouldn't...
She would rat us out to Abuelita.
Well, Antonio, Tea's a lawyer now, and it was thought that maybe she could keep Abuelita and your mother up to date on the details of the case, sort of kind of explain the issues as they came up.
Look, Mommy, I know Abuelita means well. and I know she only wants what's best, but my mother doesn't need anyone to explain anything to her. I could do it myself.
I surely don't need anyone to explain anything to me, but Taya is much more than that. She's an excellent lawyer.
I don't need her. I got Nora.
Look, I didn't ask to come here, okay? I have a ton of work back in New York. I was just trying to be of some help.
Hi, Antonio.
Okay. I'm sure you came here with the best intentions, all right? But the last thing I need right now is everyone getting into the act and trying to fix things for me. If Nora needs someone to clerk for her on this case, I can do it myself.
Taya was just doing us a favor.
It's okay, Carlotta. This is about what I expected from Antonio. There's nothing like being charged with first-degree murder to bring out the best in a man.
Antonio, guys, everyone, you know what? This is going to be a long, hard fight before we even win the first battle. So, you know, if Taya's being here eases Abuelita's anxieties, then I'm happy to keep her informed. Really, I know the law firm she works for is a very, very good law firm. I could take her back to the office. I can give her some files to read. But I'll only do that if you agree, Antonio. You're my client.
Fine. Whatever. But I really think you should talk to Nora about this, considering everything she's done.
Nora knows I didn't mean to offend her. I'm sorry if it...
Please, don't worry about it. Don't even give it a second thought, you know. I know how difficult it is to sit in the sidelines during these things, and if Taya's being here eases everything, then that's to everyone's benefit. Antonio, go get some food. Come to the office fast. We've got some work to do.
Mijo, I'm going to go back to the diner now, and I think you and Andy need some time alone, so before you head over to Nora's, just come by, and I'll have 3 great dinners all ready to go, okay?
That sounds great.
Nora, I hope you understand.
Oh, Carlotta, please, please, forget it.
Thank you. And thank you for accepting Clint's help. And please, let Nora keep Taya informed, even if it just keeps Abuelita from worrying sick.
Okay. Good. And don't you worry either. I love you. Bendición.
Dios te bendiga. Bye.
Bye. Come on, I'm going to show you my posh Landview office.
Well, I'm really proud of you. I think you handled this situation just...
I'm not saying this is my business, but if I were Antonio's lawyer, I'd want him to be very careful what he says around a cop about his defense, no matter how friendly the cop seems. From now on, those two are on opposite teams.
Isn't there a train leaving for New York in about 20 minutes? You can just make it.
Believe me, I'm not going to spend 1 second more than I have to in this backwater body.
Taya's right. From this time on, we can't talk to each other. Not alone.
Dr. Snowbrook, I presume.
Oh, the very unflattering representation.
What? Artistic license?
To say the least.
Look at her. Strength of stature. Clarity in her eyes.
Okay, and how about total lack of muscle tone, for one thing?
That's totally the fault of the artist, never the subject.
Won't she be warm to cuddle up to in a cold winter's night?
No. But you will be. All I want is you.
It's fine with me. Wish we could freeze this moment. Just hold on to it forever.
Try to make time stop once and then it's cracked. Remember what happened then?
I know. Can't stop time.
No. God, I wish we could.
I know you backed off something you were very committed to, Cordero. And I know you did it for me. You are a class act, son.
I didn't say anything to those board members that I didn't believe, Asa. It's your company. You want it back, you should have it.
I'm glad to hear that. Because I'm going to tell you all something. I could never have beaten Cordero here on a level playing field. But hey, whoa. And you're not going anywhere.
Oh,
I want you by my side, you hear?
Well, you know, listen, I've been thinking about that. This family, you know, this Buchanan family, you know, it casts a hell of a long shadow. Sometimes I feel a little crowded. So I've been thinking maybe it's time for me to strike out on my own.
Wait a minute, what do you have in mind?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. But whatever it is, it's going to be mine.
Well, I think we should probably get out of here and let you think.
Good idea. Thank you.
You are still having supper with us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Okay.
And that is that.
I am very proud of you.
You know, I never would have been able to do any of that without you. You know me so well. And you are so smart sometimes that it's scary.
No one's ever said that about me before.
I just did. And I think it all the time.
And you're the only one.
Oh, I guess most people don't know you the way I do.
You know, Baltimore's a very nice city. It's a booming town, too.
Tina, I've got this need to start fresh, clean, you know, somewhere new.
I know. I really do. And I understand. But you know, I want you to know that your home base is always going to be with me, no matter where you are.
Oh, and Nora, don't think you have to take any advice from this one. If I remember correctly, she will give you an earful.
Antonio, I always knew you'd grow up to be just as charming as you were as a boy.
Shall we go?
How come you never told me about Taya?
Well, there's nothing to tell. I haven't seen her since she was 10. She hasn't changed a bit. She was a brat then, she's a brat now. When she comes in here with that attitude telling me what I gotta do, I mean, she doesn't know a thing about us. I mean, you know I love to talk about myself. I mean, there's no telling what I might say, you know?
That is one of the things I love about you. Hey, I need you to remember something. From this moment on, whether we see each other or not, whether we find each other and talk or not, I'm with you every second. From now until you walk out of that courtroom a free man.
If I didn't know this, I wouldn't be here.